Hey guys, what I'm about to tell you today is the biggest secret I've discovered to make everything suddenly super easy in life. And it might not sound super glamorous, but once you understand it, everything starts to fall into place so perfectly that you are going to use this method for every single aspect in your life. Now, when I say every single aspect, I truly mean everything. I'm talking about dating, approaching, getting fit, any goals that you have in your mind, in your wheelhouse that you want to achieve, you're going to be able to do through this particular method. And like I said, it's not the most glamorous, that's why people don't like talking about it, but it is the hidden secret that is going to make you successful in everything. And the reason why I want to share this with you is because I have been using it for the last year, and I can safely say that 2024 was one of the most amazing years of my life. I tackled so many of my goals, so many of my relationship achievements, so many of my personal achievements because of this one factor. Now, I'm also going to share a bonus secret that will make people like you more than you ever thought possible. And it's an experiment that I trialed out, and I think it relates to the subject matter. But once I trialed this out and I realized it worked, again, it all connects well with achieving your goals in ways that you did not believe possible. So guys, I'm going to get onto it, and it comes down to one word: consistency. Now, I know that is not a glamorous word. We want a magic trick that suddenly fixes things today. But what I'm telling you is consistency starts today. Now, I told you that this works with dating, with approaching, tackling all of your goals. Now, obviously, fitness is the easiest one to talk about. If you're consistent with your fitness regime, then you are going to see results. If you're consistent with your nutrition, you are going to see results. But we don't think about that with dating and approaching or anything social because it's very hard to see that as a metric. So what I would do is I would gamify my social experiences. By that I mean, if I wanted to get better at socializing, then I give myself a number. I want to do 3 stranger interactions or 3 cold approaches a day. And these can be small to begin with, like maybe it can be the clerk that's at the cashier, or when you're buying things, or even a barista. And maybe it's that old lady that's next to you at a bus stop. You know, you build up these notches, but the thing is that consistency is going to make you feel so strong over time, because you're going to get used to that socializing, that way of breaking your barriers. And then eventually, when it comes to approaching, if you're consistent with your approaches, if you say, I'm going to hit this target today of 5 approaches tonight, it could be during the day, it could be during night game, whatever it is, you need to be consistent with those goals. And that is going to make you so good when it comes to approaching. And I also mentioned about dating. Now, this is a more controversial topic, but dating apps are getting a bad rep lately. And I understand why. They don't have a high success rate. However, I have experienced success rates from dating apps in the past. And the way you have to do that is you have to check in each day and be consistent with it. Now, I can't give you that promised goal that you're going to get lots and lots of matches, but when it comes to dating and approaching and building up our confidence, it is a numbers game. the more high numbers you have, the more consistent you are going to see results. Whereas if you are inactive, you will never see results. You will never achieve anything if you do nothing. And so if you're going to do something consistently. That is the way that we grow. That is the way that our personal growth and development works, is by being consistent. Now, don't look at it as a big, massive goal. We need to break things down as micro goals. Each day, you need to have a little checklist of, I need to do 3 of these, 1 of these, 2 of these, whatever it is. I have a little checklist of making sure I have a workout each day, that I hit some sort of cardio, some sort of stretch, and some sort of lift to make sure that I have achieved that for the day. I have my social checklist that I have made so many cold approaches in a day. And when it comes to tackling goals, you need to be consistent when it comes to the social element. Now, here's what I'm going to say about this, because this is another added layer to the consistency. Now, there is a element of socializing called continuous exposure, okay? Exposure effect to people that we like is going to make them like us. I'm going to say that again. The exposure effect to people we like is going to make them like us. So, here's what I mean by that. There were a couple of girls in my past that I really liked. Some of them I wanted to be friends. Some of them I wanted to be romantic interests. However, they weren't interested in getting to know me. So what I needed to do was, rather than going big gung-ho and saying, hey, if you don't like me, then I'm going to give up immediately. What I would do is, each day when I saw them, I'd say a little hello, I'd ask how they were, and slowly build up that rapport, that familiarity, because some girls have their guards up and they don't want to talk to you. But if you keep on showing them that you are a safe person to talk to, they're going to feel more and more comfortable, and that is the exposure effect. Now, one of the cheeky ways I also like to break down their guard is I call them out on their defense. And I say, look, I know that you don't particularly like me right now, but I'm telling you that I am going to put in the effort to get to know you. You are worth my time, you are worth my energy, and I am going to give this a try. I'm not going to try anything creepy, but I am going to keep on checking in with you each day. Now, when you say that, you have to be a man of your word, because that is the most attractive thing to women. That you are a man of your word, that you said that you were going to check in on them each day. They are going to build trust so quickly. I would set yourself a goal that if you spoke to a girl every day for 2 weeks, up to a month, and you just said every day, hey, how are you doing? How is your day going? She is going to slowly enjoy the time with you. And that is the most powerful element of consistency, is consistently showing up as a man with a mission and showing that girl that nothing stops you on your mission, and that you see her as something that's interesting, something that deserves attention, not to put her on a pedestal, but just to show, I'm interested and I'm going to put in that effort. And then finally, when she switches and she gives in that effort and she tries in for you, that's when you start with a few more different tactics to try that extra seduction. But sometimes you just need that exposure effect to show this person, whoever it might be, that you are someone safe to talk to, someone safe to communicate with, someone who's safe to be around. And this is the quickest way that we make friends. As a social creature, this is the quickest way that we make friends. Think of all of your friends, your best friends. Chances are they're the people that you've hung out with the most, and you became friends quickly because you hung out with them so much. That could be at work, that could be at some sort of social situation. This is just how human nature works. This is the power of the exposure effect mixed in with the power of consistency. Guys, I can't tell you that once you understand this, it's going to be super powerful. If there's someone that you like, see them every day, just for a small amount. It doesn't need to be massive. But you are going to make a massive difference in your life if you tackle any situation, any goal with this kind of mindset. Now, if any of this resonated with you, if you found any value out of this, please tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinion. I'd love to know if you've got any stories about how you utilize the exposure effect with consistency, or if you've just hit any goals once you've understood the power of micro goals and breaking things down. Anyway, until next time, guys, keep on seducing.